It's happening. We've got a supply and demand imbalance. I'm going to walk you through my expectations for the next couple of months in crypto. Let's do it. So we're going to start here on CoinMarketCap. The total market cap of crypto globally is up 5.72% at the time of recording and stands at $2.63 trillion, with Bitcoin at 70,571.63, up 7.40% at the time of recording. And this is pre-recorded a couple of days ahead of time. Nick and myself are moving to Dubai with our families, so we wanted to get some videos out to make sure that you kept up to date with our thoughts and opinions. Now, there is a really big imbalance in the supply and demand of Bitcoin, and yeah, we're gearing up, I guess, is probably the best way to describe it, for a parabolic move to the upside. So we're going to dig into everything that we've got here from a fundamental viewpoint. We've got Bitcoin price reclaims 70k as Bitcoin BTC supply hits a 9-year low. And this is where the supply and demand aspect of things is really, coming to a fold now. And it's going to be really interesting to see how things develop, because it could just go parabolic. Like, it could be something like nobody's seen before, right? Like, and I'm going to come on to that in a moment, right? Like $100,000 Bitcoin, I don't think is that far away. 150k Bitcoin, again, I don't think it is that far away. We've got Bitcoin exchange supply hits a new all-time low with 58,000 Bitcoin pulled out of Coinbase. It's craziness to see what is going on. New all-time low BTC on exchanges. I think this could lead to a couple of things. It could lead to really high yielding opportunities for staking on, third-party applications like Coinbase and others, because you're gonna, these companies are going to want to have access to your Bitcoin, right? They are going to want to utilize it to earn additional funds. So I expect that to be one thing, as well as the price increase of Bitcoin. It is really, really exciting. Like, I've never seen something like this where we have such a surge in price before the Bitcoin halving, and I think it's only going to increase in value over the coming months. And when I say only going to increase, we are still going to have pullbacks and all that sort of stuff, but there is a lot of stuff happening around the world that would make people worried and potentially want to go into a safe haven like Bitcoin. Nobody wants to sell BTC according to analysts. This is like the third video that I've highlighted this, because it is so true, right? But there are going to be pockets of people, as the price goes up, that are willing to part with their Bitcoin. There's going to be people that invested back in the early 2000s. There's going to be people that invested in 2017, 2018, 2019, and so on, that, have multiple Bitcoin that, actually it's life-changing. They're going to just, sell up and just, go off into the sunset. That will happen. But the vast majority of people, I believe, are getting into Bitcoin over the last few years, and are not going to part with it. They see what's actually happening, like me, likely to perhaps put it in a trust, not sell it, lock it up, take it and put it in a cold storage wallet, not to be seen for years. There are going to be people like me, like you, that see what's coming, and they're not going to sell anytime soon. And that is what we really want to see, because we don't really want BlackRock and MicroStrategy and all these others getting a huge percentage of the actual supply, because there's only 21 million, right? And there's 3 or 4 million probably lost, so even less. So the likes of MicroStrategy have already got pretty much 1% of the entire supply of Bitcoin, and that is a concern when it comes to centralization. But ultimately, I think that's where we're heading, right? It's only going to be the institutions that end up holding this and you're going to basically be able to, get fractionalized Bitcoin in the future. So, look, for me, I'm going to be locking up at least one Bitcoin in a trust and just leaving it there for generational level wealth for my family. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on that, and why not, if you're enjoying the video, hit that like button. We got 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧 makes big Bitcoin statement as market uncertainty looms. Again, what he's saying is, Bitcoin is the signal. We're going to see lots of people going in to Bitcoin as, different currencies. Japan having some struggles right now. The US are going to have some struggles. The UK, look, there's a reason why Nick and myself are leaving the UK. It's just not good here either. So, look, as uncertainty comes to fruition, a lot of people are going to be leaving where they live. They're going to be leaving the current broken systems and looking for places to invest. Despite rising inflation, Elon Musk says he won't sell Bitcoin, Ethereum and Dogecoin. Again, just leaning into the fact that people aren't selling their cryptocurrency. We got people won't use Bitcoin to buy things, says PayPal co-founder. I agree. Look, I think if you're spending Bitcoin to buy things, that is not what Bitcoin is going to be used for in the future. It isn't what it really should be used for right now. I get people, think it's it's new. It's interesting to pay with Bitcoin, but in the future, there's going to be horror stories, like the 10,000 Bitcoin that was utilized to pay for 2 pizzas. Like, in the future, that's going to be like trillions of dollars and most expensive pizzas in history. But you don't want to be one of those people, is kind of the point that I'm poorly articulating. Why Bitcoin limited supply is fundamental to the current surge. Again, I've kind of covered this. I'm going to drop this in our Discord, which is free to join, link in the description of the video. Over 7,000 people in there supporting one another, navigate this space safely. But what I want to say is, the supply is just not there to meet the demand, and we're seeing that, and it's only getting worse, not better. Top Wall Street companies buying Bitcoin. Is a supply shock ahead? It really is. Like, there's just so many different companies that have been purchasing Bitcoin. MicroStrategy's one of them, BlackRock, ARK Invest, pension funds. The largest pension fund in Japan is exploring allocating to Bitcoin as well. And there's something else that's happening here in the UK, in London, that I want to talk about as well. Again, just adding to the demand, but not the supply. Imminent supply shock could see Bitcoin at 500k by Q4 2025, according to an analyst. That analyst is George, Cryptos Are Us. Like, this guy's plucking figures out of the air. Like, by Q4 2025, like, it's going to happen so much quicker than that, when we've got the exchanges all-time lows for supply, and the demand is just it's increasing. 2025, I think before Q4 at this rate, at 2024, we're going to have a 500k Bitcoin. Time will tell. This Bitcoin halving is different, says 21 shares. It really is. Institutional adoption and success of Bitcoin ETFs has dramatically increased demand, indicating the supply squeeze. And that is what I'm talking about. There is a supply squeeze right now that is going to push the price up significantly. And as I mentioned, demand is only increasing. London Stock Exchange to launch Bitcoin ETN market in May. Look, it's all there. If you can see it, don't sell your Bitcoin. Hold on to it. I don't think you'll regret it. I'm not a financial advisor. Treat this as entertainment purposes only. Go away, do your own research, and see if what I'm saying resonates with you. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.